Question 1. Who was the Prime Minister of the UK immediately before Rishi Sunak? A. Boris Johnson. B. Theresa May. C. David Cameron. D. Gordon Brown. Answer: A. Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was the Prime Minister of the UK immediately before Rishi Sunak. Question 2. What event led to the creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland in 1801? A. The signing of the Magna Carta. B. The Acts of Union 1800. C. The Glorious Revolution. D. The Norman Conquest. Answer: B. The Acts of Union 1800. The Acts of Union 1800 led to the creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland in 1801. Question 3. In which year was the Battle of Agincourt fought, a key event in the 100 Years' War? A. 1415. B. 1066. C. 1215. D. 1346. Answer: A. 1415. The Battle of Agincourt, a key event in the 100 Years' War, was fought in 1415. Question 4. Who succeeded King George VI, and what was the significance of their reign? A. Queen Elizabeth II, longest reigning monarch. B. King Edward VIII, abdication crisis. C. Queen Victoria, Victorian era. D. King Henry VIII, English Reformation. Answer: A. Queen Elizabeth II, longest reigning monarch. Queen Elizabeth II succeeded King George VI and is significant for being the longest reigning monarch. Question 5. Name the document that limited the powers of King John of England and influenced the development of the modern legal system. A. The Bill of Rights. B. The Domesday Book. C. The Magna Carta. D. The Charter of Liberties. Answer: C. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, limited the powers of King John and influenced the development of the modern legal system. Question 6. What was the primary outcome of the 1707 Acts of Union? A. Formation of the United Kingdom. B. End of the English Civil War. C. Establishment of parliamentary sovereignty. D. Independence of the American colonies. Answer: A. Formation of the United Kingdom. The primary outcome of the 1707 Acts of Union was the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 7. Which British monarch reigned during the American War of Independence? A. King George III. B. Queen Elizabeth I. C. King Henry VIII. D. King James I. Answer: A. King George III. King George III was the British monarch during the American War of Independence. Question 8. What year marked the official establishment of the Church of England? A. 1534. B. 1066. C. 1215. D. 1701. Answer: A. 1534. The Church of England was officially established in 1534. Question 9. Who was the British monarch at the time of the Spanish Armada's attempted invasion? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. King Henry VIII. C. Queen Victoria. D. King James I. Answer: A. Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I was the British monarch during the Spanish Armada's attempted invasion in 1588. Question 10. What major constitutional change occurred in the UK in 1928? A. Establishment of the House of Lords. B. Women gained equal voting rights with men. C. The signing of the Magna Carta. D. The introduction of the devolution for Scotland. Answer: B. Women gained equal voting rights with men. In 1928, women in the UK gained the right to vote on equal terms with men. Question 11. Which landmark legal reform was enacted in the UK in 1967? A. Decriminalisation of homosexuality. B. Introduction of the minimum wage. C. Abolition of the death penalty. D. Establishment of the National Health Service. Answer: A. Decriminalisation of homosexuality. In 1967, the UK enacted a legal reform that decriminalised homosexuality. Question 12. What was the primary purpose of the Commonwealth Immigrants Act 1962? A. To promote free movement within the Commonwealth. B. To restrict immigration from the Commonwealth countries. C. To establish the Commonwealth Games. D. To encourage trade between Commonwealth countries. Answer: B. To restrict immigration from the Commonwealth countries. The Commonwealth Immigrants Act 1962 was primarily aimed at restricting immigration to the UK from Commonwealth countries. Question 13. Name the treaty that marked the end of the Napoleonic Wars. A. The Treaty of Versailles. B. The Treaty of Utrecht. C. The Treaty of Paris. D. The Treaty of Vienna. Answer: D. The Treaty of Vienna. The Treaty of Vienna, signed in 1815, marked the end of the Napoleonic Wars. Question 14. When did the UK first introduce decimal currency, and what system did it replace? A. 1971, replacing the pound, shilling, and pence system. B. 1960, replacing the gold standard. C. 1945, replacing the imperial currency system. D. 1980, replacing the euro. Answer: A. 1971, replacing the pound, shilling, and pence system. The UK introduced decimal currency in 1971, replacing the traditional pound, shilling, and pence system. Question 15. Who is known as the father of the English Navy? A. Sir Francis Drake. B. Henry VIII. C. Horatio Nelson. D. Winston Churchill. Answer: B. Henry VIII. Henry VIII is known as the father of the English Navy for his role in establishing and expanding the Royal Navy. Question 16. In which century did the Black Death occur in England? A. 11th century. B. 14th century. C. 16th century. D. 19th century. Answer: B. 14th century. The Black Death occurred in England in the 14th century, specifically in the mid-1300s. Question 17. What was the primary cause of the Peasants' Revolt in 1381? A. Religious reforms. B. High taxes and economic hardships. C. The abolition of feudalism. D. A dispute over the royal succession. Answer: B. High taxes and economic hardships. The primary cause of the Peasants' Revolt in 1381 was high taxes and economic hardships. Question 18. Which Act, passed in 1534, marked the beginning of England's break from the Roman Catholic Church? A. The Act of Supremacy. B. The Magna Carta. C. The Bill of Rights. D. The Act of Union. Answer: A. The Act of Supremacy. The Act of Supremacy in 1534 marked the beginning of England's break from the Roman Catholic Church. Question 19. What year did the UK government first introduce the state pension? A. 1908, B. 1948, C. 1918, D. 1939. Answer A. 1908. The UK government first introduced the state pension in 1908. Question 20. Who was the British Prime Minister at the outbreak of World War I? A. Winston Churchill, B. David Lloyd George, C. Herbert Henry Asquith, D. Neville Chamberlain. Answer C. Herbert Henry Asquith. Herbert Henry Asquith was the British Prime Minister at the outbreak of World War I. Question 21. What historical event is commemorated by the Tower of London's Ceremony of the Keys? A. The Norman Conquest, B. The signing of the Magna Carta, C. The Gunpowder Plot, D. The nightly locking of the Tower of London. Answer D. The nightly locking of the Tower of London. The Ceremony of the Keys at the Tower of London commemorates the traditional nightly locking of the tower. Question 22. Who composed the music for the British patriotic song Rule Britannia? A. Edward Elgar, B. Thomas Arne, C. Gustav Holst, D. William Byrd. Answer B. Thomas Arne. Thomas Arne composed the music for Rule Britannia. Question 23. In what year did the Great Fire of London occur, leading to significant urban redevelopment? A. 1666, B. 1066, C. 1566, D. 1766. Answer A. 1666. The Great Fire of London occurred in 1666, leading to significant urban redevelopment in the city. Question 24. What was the primary aim of the Corn Laws, and in which century were they repealed? A. To regulate the import and export of grain, repealed in the 19th century. B. To establish agricultural standards, repealed in the 18th century. C. To tax foreign grain, repealed in the 20th century. D. To promote industrial growth, repealed in the 17th century. Answer A. To regulate the import and export of grain, repealed in the 19th century. The primary aim of the Corn Laws was to regulate the import and export of grain, and they were repealed in the 19th century.